What is going on YouTube? It's Chaz here with a new series. This time it's going to be on Madden. I'm going to bring you here a franchise mode. It's got like 20 to 25 players, and I'm going to go over the rules quick. There's no trading picks with the CPU. Anything is open for users, so user versus user trades are fine. 2 CPU trades max per season, which doesn't include picks. When you play the CPU, you can throw a max of 600 passing yards and 7 touchdowns. For running back or scrambling quarterback, you can run for a max of 250 yards and 4 touchdowns. Receivers is 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. And if one player gets over that, you're able to substitute and get another player. So that's not a team stat, that's just an individual player stat. User game, 1v1, everything is fair against the user. You can throw for 1,500 yards if you want. There's no max really. It's just these rules are just against the CPU, so we don't have like stacked MVP numbers at the end of the year because someone played the CPU 10 times somehow. But quitting will be an automatic loss the next week. So if you're versing a user and you quit, the next week you play, it will be an automatic loss on your part. This does not account for legging out. Legging out, you just use your own judgment and see how close the game was, how close it was to ending, and if it was like 30-14, it actually already happened to a game already, and they were late into the game already, so the other guy just gave them the win. So if that happens, that happens, and those have been the rules, and let's get right into the draft. So going into this draft, I had no idea that this would happen. This has never happened to me before. I actually ended up with a number 1 overall pick, and there was one person I had in mind, and I think he's an obvious choice. It's Madden. Haven't played this game in a while, but I still know he's OP, and I'm going to go ahead here and pick Lamar Jackson. And in this draft, we decided to go to round 30, and I'm just going to show you my top 10 picks I made here. So let's go ahead and just look at Lamar Jackson. He's got that Truz X Factor. He's 23 years old, 92 overall. Just looking at his stats, it's kind of insane. He's the Madden cover boy, so they got to overrate him a little bit. He has 96 speed and 96 acceleration. That's kind of insane. He's got 92 throw power, which I think is a little high for him, but I'm not going to complain since he's my quarterback. And 90 juke, just insane stats across the board. He's got that Truz X Factor. He's got an Escape Artist. He has a bunch of other abilities too, like Come On Chance, Fast Break. That's pretty OP. He's got Quick Draw, that is also OP. He's got Jukebox, also OP. And Tight Out, which I think is a new one this year, and should be interesting. I've never used Lamar this year in Madden, so on to our next pick. So with my next 2 picks here, I really wanted to go Travis Kelce and Quentin Nelson back-to-back, but Quentin Nelson went right here to the Buccaneers right before me, and sadly the Jets in our franchise decided to pick Travis Kelce, so I was stuck here kind of looking for a user. I was stuck between Deion Jones and Eric Kendricks. I'm a Vikings fan bias, so I used Deion Jones last year. He was pretty OP, but I've never used Eric Kendricks before in Madden. So I'm probably going to end up picking him, and I just have Vikings bias. I'm going to end up picking my hometown guy in Eric Kendricks. With my pick after it here, I'm really just looking at best player available. I see Zach Martin, Fletcher Cox. I'm looking for a running back here, maybe, but I see a bunch of young guys, and I realize I can wait a long time to pick a running back. Look at receivers a little bit. Just look at some of the young guys. Look at Justin Jefferson here. Look at some tight ends. Really not sure I'm going to pick here, so I just look at best player available, and I end up picking Von Miller. So here I'm thinking I either need a receiver, probably, or a cornerback. I look at Juju Smith. I was looking at Tyler Boyd. Robbie Anderson just went right before me. But I turn my attention to corner because that's a really big need in this game, and I look at the age and the overall, and I just see Carlton Davis, and 23 star dev, 85 overall, and I cannot pass that up. With my 5th round pick here, I'm immediately thinking I want a wide receiver. I see Juju. He intrigues me a little bit, but I know who I want. My favorite player in the NFL right now, Justin Jefferson, and I'm going to make him a stud. 6th round pick here, I need to address the O-line. I'm immediately going to pick Brandon Brooks, 93 overall superstar. His age does worry me a little bit, but overall he's a very solid player. My next pick here could be looked at as questionable, but in these fantasy drafts, you got to have fun. You got to go get the guys you want, and he's been tearing it up lately, and I decided to pick Chase Claypool here, round 7, 95 jumping, 92 speed. He's going to play in the slot for me this season, and I'm very excited to get this season underway. So for this pick here, I'm looking at safeties. I looked at Marcus May a little bit. Keanu Neal's really fell off over Madden throughout the years. So I look at Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, a 22-year-old safety, or 22-year-old safety, star dev, 81 overall. And I think he really can be a cornerstone of our defense, and that is why I decided to pick him here. This pick here, I was kind of lost. I was just scrolling up and down the board until there's about 30 seconds left, looking at Deontay Johnson, but I already have 2 receivers. And then I saw Mike Gesicki, and he caught my eye. Tight end nation stand up. He's a freak in this game. He's been absolutely nasty in real life, and I'm excited to be able to use him this year. So here for my 10th round pick, I was looking at the D-line, O-line a little bit, but I really wanted to get a cornerstone on that defensive line. I wanted a run stuffer, so I looked here at DJ Reader and Jarran Reed. Jarran Reed was just a little worse, so I decided to go with DJ Reader, and I'm very excited to see what he can do on our team this season. So here's the aftermath of the draft. We went 30 rounds, took about 4 hours. So took a lot of my time of editing this video, as well. Had to cut through the stream I was doing. Here's our offense, looking absolutely dangerous in my opinion. Got the rookie receivers on the outside, rookie running back, Lamar Jackson, Mike Gesicki. Don't forget about Ben DiNucci, backup quarterback. Defense looking young as well. That was my game plan. We had young D-line, young corners, which could be an issue. I love our safety group. And then our linebackers are great as well. I put Terrell Edmunds as a middle linebacker. He was originally a strong safety, but I'm going to play him in the money backer type of role. And I'm really looking forward to what this team can do this season. Special teams, we got Fox and Jake Elliott. And then long snapping, we got Brooks. And returning kicks this season, we're having Trayvon Diggs. He's my 4th corner. He's also going to play slot corner for me this season. And overall, I'm just really excited to get this season underway. So while we're here, we might as well look in the depth charts screen. At quarterback, we have Lamar and Ben DiNucci, the absolute GOAT, the legend himself. Really excited just in case Lamar gets injured, because injuries are on in this. Running back, we got Jonathan Taylor and James Robinson. I love that running back group. I'm probably not going to use James Robinson very much, but that's in case injury. Fullback, we got C.J. Ham. Wide receivers, we got the young guys, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Chase Claypool, and Van Jefferson. Very young receiving core. Tight end, we got Mike Gesicki, one of my favorite tight ends in the league. And then we got old man Delanie Walker. Left tackle, Cam Robinson. And the computer actually picked up Greg Little, so we'll see if he develops at all. Left guard, we got Will Hernandez. Good late round pick there. Alex Mack, we got a center. He's going to start regressing soon, so we might find a replacement. Brandon Brooks, of course. And then our right tackle, we have Jawan Taylor. So our tackles might be a little bit of an issue, but we'll see. Left end, we go on young with AJ Epineza. Right end, we got Marlon Davidson. He is star dev, so that's cool. DJ Reader, run stuffer there. Left outside linebacker, we got the GOAT himself, Von Miller, going for a 20-sack season. Middle linebacker, we got Eric Kendricks and Terrell Edmonds. Right outside linebacker, we went with Josh Sweat for that pass rush. The corner group, Carlton Davis, Michael Ojemudia, Vernon Hargraves, and Trayvon Diggs. And then the safety, we got Xavier McKinney, who has star dev, I believe. And then we got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson to round it out. And overall, that has been my team. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, as this video took a long time to make. I had to go through a 4-hour stream. I had to clip a bunch of things. Had to put a bunch of clips together. But I really enjoyed making this video, showcasing my team, and I really want to keep this series going, but I do need some support down below. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you week 1.